The following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
I'm Tank Spencer, Jeremy Greene here as well, and it is time to get into the Jacksonville Jaguars' 5-year draft history. So, looking ahead to the 2021 NFL Draft, we thought it'd be a good idea to check in and just see how the last few years have gone for every team. Follow along, like, and subscribe to the Sportsocracy here on YouTube. So, I guess overall, over the last few years, the Jacksonville Jaguars, they've done some good things. There's hits and misses, as there are with every other team. But, Jeremy, what would you say is the overall theme for the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Well, going into this draft, it's that ding-dong Dave Caldwell's dead. That would be the thing if I was a Jaguars fan that I would be really happy about. Because you said there were some hits, there were some misses. There were a lot more misses than there were hits. And here's the thing. I've heard a lot of negativity about Trent Baalke. The thing about Trent Baalke is a jackass. It was never a problem of him not being able to secure talent. He took a bad 49ers team and made it a good 49ers team. And I think you're going to see some of that with Urban Meyer. A video that we're releasing in concert with this video is team needs for each team and the best player to fill those. So there's a link at the end of this video that will lead you to that one.
Right. With Urban Meyer taking over this team, though, does it concern you, the type of players that they'll be looking for?
No. The thing that concerns me with Urban Meyer is I don't know how much pull he has in the room. I feel like hiring Trent Baalke was a signal that he has a lot. The things that I've heard are it's gonna be best player available, not necessarily team needs, the guys that he likes, the guys that he feels have fallen too far, and I'm okay with that. Adding talent to this roster is the best thing he can do.
Well, there is a lot of room for more talent on this team. So let's look at how they've done over the last 5 years. Just take a snapshot of the first-round picks that they've had in the last 5 years. Of course, they had 2 first-round draft picks last year with C.J. Henderson and K'Lavon Chaisson. Chaisson didn't do a whole lot in his rookie season. C.J. Henderson, I feel like that was a pretty good draft pick.
I think it will be in time. I mean, it's really hard to judge a guy after 1 year. But I think that's a guy that's going to be a starter for them for a long time. If you look at him from last year, he left a lot to be desired. But now that he's got Shaq Griffin on the other side, I think that will be fine. I think he will be a very good number 2 corner for them. K'Lavon Chaisson was a guy that I was not super fond of. I'm hoping Urban Meyer can kind of scheme around him. He's a really thin guy, really thin framed. He's a good pass rusher. I just always thought he was going to struggle in the NFL, and a year in, I've seen nothing that's going to change my mind.
Yeah, rookie year kind of bore that out. The number 1 pick in the year before, Josh Allen. We all feel pretty good about that, right?
Yeah, I think they did okay there.
The guy had, 10 sacks or something like that as a rookie. And so Josh Allen, I think, was a great first-round pick for them. You go back 2 years ago, Taven Bryan is a guy that just has not panned out to be any kind of productive. He's not been able to get any kind of rush on the quarterback. I think that's a big miss.
Yeah, it was a miss. Taven Bryan's a guy that didn't grade in the top 50 of interior linemen last year, according to Pro Football Focus. That's a problem for a guy you took in the first round. The good thing about Urban Meyer and no more Dave Caldwell is that now you can, wash the decks. If they see a guy they want to replace him with, they can do that. They can move on. And that's one of the beauties of hiring a coach and a GM in the same year.
Yeah. And then you get into the territory of 2017, 2016, both those first-round picks no longer with the team because Jacksonville has just been able to, or they've been stuck in running off every bit of talent that they bring on to the team.
Well, the good thing is that they got a lot for Jalen Ramsey. That was definitely a hit. I think he was one of the best players in that draft class. And you're still reaping the benefits because you get the extra first rounder from the Rams this year that will be able to add talent to this roster that so deeply needs it.
Leonard Fournette, I mean, It was what it was. He is no longer with the team anymore. He is now a Super Bowl champion. And
don't take running backs in the first round. Just stop doing it. For the love of God, stop taking running backs in the first round. I've said this for like 8 years now. Mel Kiper jumped on this later than I did. God, stop doing that.
Yeah, the misses are way more often when you take a running back in the first round, just because the expectations have to be so high. If you're going to use that kind of draft capital on a running back, he needs to be otherworldly. And Leonard Fournette just was not that.
Nope.
Jalen Ramsey, though, I mean, he was the only, one of the only Pro Bowlers that they have drafted in the last 5 years, and we know he's the best corner in the NFL right now. But as you said, they did get one of them. Yes, one of them. As you said, they did get a lot back for him.
The good thing about Jacksonville is that they do have a decent amount. I think there's decent talent on this team because they have hit some guys in later rounds. I really like Laviska Shenault last year. Mm-hmm. Gardner Minshew, he's a snazzy dresser, and I like him a lot. And I think he'll be a good backup to Trevor Lawrence if that's the way they decide to go. DJ Chark is the guy they hit on in 2018. Mm-hmm. The thing about Trevor Lawrence, he's going to have good weapons. I do like the weapons in Jacksonville. They've been able to hit certain things. This is not I don't think Jacksonville is as bereft of talent as some people would lead you to believe.
It's not that they're bereft of talent. It's just that they could use upgrades.
And I don't disagree with that. I just don't think that. A lot of people hammered Dave Caldwell because his misses were aggressive misses. Mm-hmm. I think he did some good things. I think he was a smart guy. Mm-hmm. I don't think this is a total break it down to the studs and rebuild for Urban Meyer. There are pieces there to be had. I like the interior of the line. I like and now I like the corners. There are things there.
Yeah. D.D. Westbrook in 2017, he was the best pick of that draft, according to you.
Yep.
Of course, when you have Leonard Fournette and Cam Robinson to contend with, yeah, I think we can all settle that D.D. Westbrook was the best value that they got there. And then you've got Yannick Ngakoue as their best pick in 2016.
No, that's non-first rounders.
Non-first rounders. Right.
Yeah, I don't think that's debatable. Yannick Ngakoue is probably the best draft pick they've had in 5 years. DJ Chark would be a very close second.
I like the top of that entire class. When you put Myles Jack in the middle with the second round pick.
And my thought about putting Myles Jack there, but Yannick Ngakoue is a higher level player.
Oh, absolutely.
In my opinion.
Absolutely. The last 5 years, they've only drafted 3 Pro Bowl players. One of them is DJ Chark, and then the other 2 were in this class, in this 2016 class, Jalen Ramsey and Yannick Ngakoue. So, I think overall, Jacksonville has not done a horrid job of drafting. They do have a lot of talent on this team. It's just some of the pieces that they put together in the offseason this year. It leaves a lot of positions available for upgrades.
And you'll see a lot of those from Urban Meyer and Trent Baalke.
Mm-hmm. And we'll expound more on that in the team needs video for the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's all right here in the Sportsocracy. We got the playlist set up for your favorite team, no matter who they are. Like and subscribe. From the Wicked Weed Studio, I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene.
Yeah.
Check him out at wickedweedbrewing.com. Drink different.